Hello and welcome to Move the Line Prop Drop Show presented by Sharpstack. I'm Ryan Noonan, joined here, as always, John Highslop, Connor Allen. Week 7, fellas. Wow, just ticking along. Slop, I'm going to check in with you first, man. How was wife alone time last week? Burger night? Did you go for burgers? Did you guys go out? Like, how we doing?
All right, so we were going to go out, and then we didn't go out, but there wasn't, like, kids, so I get to have extra burgers. So I had a double burger, and it was incredible. I'm probably going to do it again. We've been getting the smash burgers, so they're not thick to begin with. You know what I mean? So you can go double if you want to. And I think that's the way you got to do it from now on. So I'm a double burger guy from now on. Proud to report that. Only with the little ones, though. You don't try and put you don't try and say like the big like sirloin burgers or whatever. You don't try and put those together. Like what are you doing? But
that's aggressive.
But the little smash ones, it's fine.
Yeah, less bun. You need fewer carbs. Let's get the protein in there. That's all that matters. Connor, what's going on with you, buddy?
Yeah, not a whole lot. Just living life here. I have like 4 props written down where there's no lines, no like widely available lines, which is strange because that's like, we're late in the week. It's like what 3 p.m. Eastern on a Friday. Like to me, it's crazy. And there's like legit 3 things that I keep checking. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be my second place. I'm once again the straggler here. 1 play only for me today. So I feel like a lame duck, but it's all good.
Yeah, I have 3 written up and ready to go, but I have more, definitely more on the list that I would love to have, but the same premise. I think like just not necessarily widely available quite yet. We'll see. I don't know, like strange injury reports, different release times. It's frustrating. So, hey, we do our best. Giving out some winners. Excited about it. So don't forget, check out Sharpstack. Free 7-day trial available for you right now, 4for4.com/plans. You don't have to have a 4for4 subscription. Just take advantage of that. EV tool, market-based projections, ARB tool, middles tool, pick'em. If you're playing, any of the pick'em games, we're using Sharpstack EV tool to feed that as well. And obviously odd screens for both games and props. If you want to take advantage and sign up, first of all, do the 7-day free trial first, then back end it, MTL 50% off your first month, right? So you can stack basically 5.5, 6 weeks on there for super duper cheap. Check it out. Again, it's feeding all sports. So it's not just NFL. We're going to talk about NFL, obviously. We're really going to grind college sports. NBA starts in a matter of days. NHL is popping in there. WNBA will be kicking soon. Still got some MLB playoff stuff going on. So check it out. Again, it is for all sports and a free 7-day trial right now on the site. So it doesn't get better than that. Subscribe here. Move the line wherever you listen to podcasts. 4for4 live on the YouTube channel. On Mondays, Connor and I go game by game, sides and totals, kind of early look on some of our big picture football thoughts, awards, markets, all that stuff. So, all right, let's jump into it. Week 7. Connor, I'm not going to give you the floor first because you only have 1. So I'm going to kind of save you a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to get a bunch of time off. Slop, it's you, baby. You get the first one today.
All right. I'm a leadoff guy, so that's what I'll do. Guys.
Everyone knows that about you.
Yeah, everybody knows that. So Devante Adams, how does he not have like 1,000 yards receiving on Sunday morning? No Puka, so 0 Puka.
I looked for that. That alt line was not available. I checked.
Yep,
we've got. They only let you go to like 150 plus.
Yeah, we've got right now at FanDuel 100 plus is plus 158. Best played at DraftKings plus 169 right now. What my screen's showing, dude, that is way too low. For one, no Puka. Matthew Stafford is a force feeder. He's an habitual force feeder. He always has been. Like, remember Calvin Johnson, Cooper Kupp, Puka. Guess what? No Puka. It's just Devante Adams. You just got one elite stud receiver to throw to. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to throw to him over and over and over. We've seen Jacksonville get torched all season long. Like I said, 100 plus for Devante Adams at plus 160. What I say it was?
Yeah, 158.
Yeah, that is. I mean, like, it's like they want us to like get rich, like rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's almost like a stimulus package. I mean, we all saw Smith and Jigba last week, right? 162
I-
yards.
Did see him. Yep.
Yeah,
Well-
we saw that, right? That was me. I wasn't like hallucinating, right? Nico Collins hit him for $104. Jamar Chase got him for 165. Shout out Chase last night. Thanks, bud. But yeah, I mean,
Beast.
I don't. This is too easy. It's too easy.
Looks like 42-1 for 2 Bills.
Yeah, that's it, dude. He's in play for everything. Like you could he set a record? Possibly. People are asking about Whittington. Yeah, strong maybe. I go strong maybe. There's people online. I don't remember who it was now. It was a fantasy guy though. He was saying pushing the Whittington narrative about he'll be taking the stuff from Puka, blah blah blah. It's Devante Adams. It's pronounced Devante Adams.
It's pronounced Devante Adams.
Yeah, it's nice that Whittington's out there running routes, getting some cardio. Maybe he grabs a couple balls. You never know, but no diddy. But it's Devante Adams.
It's funny because, like, yeah, there's people of the opinion who think like Whittington's going to be like a near 1-for-1 for Puka in a lot of like just like role and usage, which is interesting to me because sometimes like last year when they had no one else, he kind of like was in some sense, right? Like, he was like not 1-for-1, but like, like played the Puka role per se. But then there's other people who are like, oh, Tutu Atwell is going to play a much bigger role and be like kind of the guy. I highly doubt that. Like that's like the lowest on the totem pole in terms of likeliness in my mind. I'm sure his role increases, but I mean his prop is 40 yards at this point.
Oh God, no.
I think that's a tad high. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's a tad high.
Imagine. All right, so
I got two on the list for later in the show though.
So you get up Sunday morning, you're making coffee. It's Sunday, so you probably got some eggs going, maybe pancakes. I don't know. It could be a special day.
Maybe your French toast guy.
Game on, and you're sitting there with your Tutu Atwell ticket and watching Devante Adams set records. That would suck. Like I wouldn't want to do that. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you're thinking like, what was I thinking? Like, why was I trying to like reinvent the wheel? Like, they have Devante Adams. We were good from the jump, but you decided to go Cam Whittington. I don't even sound like a real guy. Or Tutu Atwell. I'm not even sure that's a person. Come on.
I mean, Tutu Atwell is a little shrimp, man. Like he's like
not a big guy.
Yeah, he might be shorter than some of our, some of the children on this show. Like some of your children. So
okay, who's short? Is anybody short here? How tall are you?
We're all fairly tall. Noonan's tall. Noonan's like, what are you, like 6'2", something like that? 6.
Yeah.
I'm a very lovely 6 even.
Okay, so you're not 6 feet tall. You're like 5'11" then.
I'm 6 feet.
No, he's legit.
6 feet tall. They're always 5'11", 5'10".
Yeah, Noonan, it was great. We got to hang out with Ed Fang on Monday for the watch party, and he's like,
how tall is he?
He's tall as fuck. He's like 6'2", 6'3".
Taller than I thought.
Yeah, and that's what he said about us. He's like, man, you guys are like way taller than I thought. And I was like, that warms my heart. It makes me happy.
Nice. Well, nice. Maybe you are 6 feet tall. I don't know. I'm like 6.
I think I'm gonna give it to Connor. I think Connor's a legit 6 feet.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough. 6 foot. You're 6 foot. I think immediately 5'10".
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
no,
that's fair.
Yeah. Like what kind of shoes we talking? Yeah, but no, like 6'2". I used to tell people I was 6'3". So there's that. But I'm definitely not 6. I'm not.
My soccer college profile said I was like 6'2", whatever, like 200 at the time, which was like, I was like 6 even 170, something like that. So
that's awesome. I love it. Now, somebody in the chat just said Tutu is a reverse correlation candidate. I can get behind something like that for him. I could.
Under 3.5. I got to give it now. I guess we'll skip to the end of the show. Under 3.5, 60 plus 1,300 and change.
Yeah, I could see that. That's something I could get behind. But when we start talking about, let's just go with his, 40 plus. Like, dude, 40 plus at like minus 110, you are high.
Yeah,
no, I think
not a bet.
I mean, he might very easily go under. Like, this game's a little weird, so I don't know. I think that's
it's a weird game. Yeah, and, Tutu almost exclusively so far this year in a slot. Huge amount of slot snaps for Tutu. So, Connor's getting dragged a little bit. I think probably too as a college soccer player. So,
That's
Yeah,
I understand it. I take that feedback and I'll file that away for later, and that's okay.
I don't know. In college anything, I always said if you're playing college anything, you did it. You know what I
I
mean? Like
agree.
you were nasty, you were good. Because the percentages do not add up for athletes when they say, "Hey, I want to play college ball at any sport. I don't care what you're playing." Like,
I mean, you guys probably hear it like all the time because you have like kids and stuff that like played sports or are playing sports. The amount of parents that think their kid is just like God's gift that is going to play like D1 ball. I mean, I can't fathom it where you guys are at. Like, I still remember it.
I can't do it.
Dude,
I have gone from like nice parent guy, you know what I'm saying, to like I stay over there. I got to be away from it. I can't listen to it because they say the number's 10% of parents that think that their kids are going to go pro.
No way.
That number, that's only of the people that admit it. Everybody else, there's a whole like functioning society of people that think that like they're going pro but not saying it. But you see it in the conversation, you're like, oh shit, this person thinks that. You know what I mean? And it's like, I can't listen. I'm like, guys, we live in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Like, what are we doing? Like, no one's going pro, dude. Like, nobody. Like, we might have a couple D1 athletes hanging around. They're gonna be playing some soccer. It's gonna be like a UMass Lowell Bryant situation, which that's awesome. That's awesome. Not to take anything away, but I'm just saying that's a far cry away from the WNBA, dude. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Just not gonna happen. But yeah. It's wild, bro.
Slab and I know because we have the kids. We've done the coaching, right? I've for a very long time coached multitude of different sports, youth sports, and it is absolutely insane. I can fill the entire hour talking about
me too.
Talks that is travel sports in this country.
Oh yeah,
it is
what a racket.
Awful.
The AAU's even worse. It's
all of it. Anything travel related. It kills rec leagues. It kills small anything. You specialize these kids at an early age. Parents are having to pay an arm and a leg to travel. Mm-hmm. You're going to play a team like across the country that's a half an hour away from you because they got you to travel. The other team to travel there too.
You could have got
the hotel. An empty gym at your town because no one feels that anymore because everyone plays.
You go to New York to play to find competition. Like the kids are slow as snails. Like they're not even like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
awful.
It's bad. But you're the hate. Like, dude, they've twisted it up. Like you're the hater for having a realist, and you're just like, bro, am I the only? Like, am I surrounded by morons? Like, dude, like none of this is happening. Like, get an education, kid. Like, you're gonna need it.
Yeah. And it becomes a problem with the kids. The kids can't, like, they're the ones that feel like left out if you don't participate with all their friends or like going to do this.
And they feel like losers or failures when they don't make it to somewhere they had no shot at making it to. No, I was lucky. I was raised in Florida. So, like, you knew at a very young age that this is probably going to work for you. You know what I mean?
Immediately knew you had no shot.
Yeah, you knew, like, dude, when you're – I think of the Shane Gillis skit when he's like, I was in 7th grade watching, some kids dunk. That was literally like my life. I'm like, oh yeah, that's crazy. I'll never do that probably. Like, and I never have done it on a program ever. And I was like, that'll never happen for me. So, and then playing football too, you show up at your freshman practice and you look across the line, you got like a D1 like linebacker. So you're like, dude, I'm not getting hit by that guy. Like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm done with football. This ain't gonna work. So, because you know the difference right away, dude. Like it's like, oh yeah, so you're the guy that's gonna be playing on Saturdays and possibly Sundays one day. I'm going to be betting on you.
Yes.
Yep. Exactly. Jason brings up a good point here. Parents should take the club sport money and just hire a math tutor so that way their kids can grow up to learn how to make better parlays. That's what they should.
Yes. Well, Jason,
probabilities.
Honestly, my wife said that to me not long ago. It's like, do you think that it's weird that like we had him in club soccer and all that, but we weren't thinking pro. It's more like just, hey, do you want to play more soccer? So like we'll do that. Like you can do that. And she's like, dude, do you think that we were crazy for doing that? And not like do you think it's weird that we haven't spent any money on academics? Like $0. And I was just like, that's a really good point. Like, how much have we spent on like academics? Like something that's really gonna matter. You know what I mean? It's like that's maybe if we had to do it over again, I probably would go that route, like something like that.
You calling your kids dumb?
I mean, I'm not saying they're dumb, but I'm just saying like we could all be a little bit smarter. How about that?
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah.
They're the product of parents that didn't invest in tutors after school, you know?
Yeah,
Aren't we all?
no, I ain't gonna lie. My youngest is a sick reverse layup, so we got that going for us.
It's good. And young, so there's, optimism built into it.
Yeah, which sometimes is not a good thing, but yeah, we should probably move on.
No. Yeah, dude, I can talk about
I could
travel
go
sports for
all day. Like
awful.
I get so bad. I was on boards and I can't even do it anymore because it's like, dude, you see through everybody. It's like this madness. It's just complete nonsense. Everybody's full of shit. Nobody's there for anybody else other than their kids, and it's just it's crazy to watch like live. It's like, all right, I was the president of our basketball league, bro, and I just left one year. I was like, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this. Like, this is just getting worse.
Awful. All right. Another off-season show. Last week we got another off-season topic.
It happened.
This week another off-season topic.
Get a math tutor, guys.
Yeah. All right. Connor, look at you. You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm going to go with an under, which is, shocker. I'm going to go with Bryce Young under 29.5 pass attempts. This is,
Jesus.
Nice, low, beautiful under.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, they have one of like the lowest passers of expectation the last couple of weeks. Rico Dowdle's crushed, and guess who comes back this week? We get Chuba Hubbard. So we got both these guys running in tandem against shitty Justin Fields. I mean, the worst quarterback in NFL history. I mean, this guy couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. Now, guess what? The only guy with a pulse.
Did you just hear that? Like, I heard Trump with that. This guy.
Garrett Wilson is out. I mean, he's throwing to Josh Reynolds, like
Mason Taylor,
Arian Smith, Mason Taylor. Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, who's getting the Justin Fields to like move the ball? I'm like,
Taylor, baby. Yeah, this is gonna be a disgusting game. You're right.
So I mean, his passing yards. But we're not talking about just Fields passing yards. But it's like either way, it's probably Bryce.
No, they're all correlated. Think about that, Connor. They do. They don't even think about the other side. And you're like, why would Carolina throw the ball? You're 100% right. Why?
Well, I mean, why? Like, I think that's the thing is like you think like unless they go down by even if they go down by 2 scores, like I don't even know if that's possible. One, but
no, they'd have to score twice to do that. The Jets
have not allowed more than 30 pass attempts in a single game against them so far. They've allowed exactly 30 twice. Other than that, it's been 25, 29, 25, 29. And those were in games that they were like, I don't know, kind of like, the Steelers game where they had 30, where they like kind of played pretty well. And then, they kept that weird Broncos game close. And those are the only 2 games that they allowed 30 pass attempts in a game. So love the under.
Yeah, they could have allowed more in that Steelers game in week 1, but they just kept giving up huge chunk plays to Aaron Rodgers and company. So interesting. So you're going to win clearly or lose by the hook. It'll be painful. So, but I liked it more than the Tet look. I know you were considering Tet under as well.
I do like that. Like I do. When you hear it said, you're like, yeah, I don't like that. But then when you start to think about all the moving parts, like, oh yeah, like that over would be a horrific bet. Like that would you sit down with over 29.5 pass attempts for, oh my God.
Yeah,
and then watch that monstrosity of a game.
Yeah, it'd be a tough one. Feels like an island game. They gave us a little bit of a reprieve this week, at least. It should be somewhat of an entertaining football game in London there. So we'll see. Right, I'm coming in hot.
Okay,
coming in hot. I don't care. It's not enough. It's not big enough. I'm tired of betting on these Justin Fields of the world. I say this now, actually, my second play is tied to a pretty bad quarterback. But last week, back-to-back weeks of these Cam Ward sweats, Isaiah Davis. I'm hoping Justin Fields has to do something. No, I'm going to bet on good quarterbacks, good players. Rashee Rice, over 64.5 receiving yards. Why don't we just take 100? I don't know. We should just take 100 on Rashee Rice. I did. Plus 850. You can get Rashee Rice for plus 100 plus was like 4-1, plus 850 for like 125 plus. This guy's going to eat. We were returning from a suspension, not an injury here, which I think is an important delineation. And lots of good talk. Mahomes is like, he's going to want to play every snap. It's going to be difficult to get him off the field. We got Jeremy Fowler of ESPN saying they're going to be allocating a heavy workload for him. Going to be full bore in practice, which he's been. Reports that he's been in the building for weeks. Excellent training camp, peak physical condition. Andy Reid said just before we started the show, he looked awesome, been dialed in. So they're not saying anything specific, but no one is throwing at a higher rate adjusted than the Chiefs. This is not going to be like the Chiefs get up big and then just start to run the football a ton. There's no scenario where they don't just run the football. Throw the football a ton. So Raiders slot corner. Darnby Holmes is terrible. He's getting targeted the highest rate in the league, 4.3 snaps per target, 1.6 yards per snap. Those are really comically high numbers when you kind of look at what happens across the league. So yeah, I think this is a scenario where they come in, just stamp this back. Hey, Rashee Rice is our alpha wide receiver 1. We're back. Put the league on notice. Not big enough of a number for me. So give me Rashee Rice. Slop, what are your thoughts?
I love it. The Raiders actually are not bad against the run either, which helps for me a lot with stuff like that. I like to see teams that just aren't really going to be able to move the ball on the ground. Not that the Chiefs really can. Like, they're just not a team that can run the ball for whatever reason. So that helps. Andy Reid knows that. And I don't know. It's almost like just like a revenge spot, kind of, in a weird way. Like, I don't like. This guy's got something to prove, which that helps going into that environment. Like, everything about it just kind of points to over.
Love it. Connor?
I'm in. I was debating on it. Like, I think you see well, two things to add. The Andy Reid interview after was hilarious, where he was like, just ask Jeremy how much he's going to play. I don't think that precludes him from playing a lot by any means. I think you just kind of poking fun at the whole situation.
No answer.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But I think that Rice is going to be, very involved. Also, I thought that this was kind of like a funny thing. He posted a hype video coming off of suspension. Kelsey was wearing like the free Rashee Rice shirts. Like, they're acting like this guy was like wrongfully suspended. Like, this guy's a fucking scumbag. Like, what are we talking about here? I think that's
true.
The Chiefs always find a way though to be like, everyone hates us, us against the world. Like, we're like, it's kind of like, what the Patriots, at one point used to do, like back in the old Brady days, which whatever gets you going, to each their own. But
did he kill somebody?
He had guns in his car and like hit someone, was driving and then ran away from the car. And
something like ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Yeah. No, so I heard Brady. I'm like, well, Brady wasn't really a, hit and run guns guy.
Just hit and run with, lips to his kids' lips. That's it.
Hey, people kiss people.
Yeah. God forbid a dad loves his child, like, here we are.
Yeah, so he was racing.
I was a little weird. I'll be honest, it's a little too old.
Yeah, that was weird for me, but I was out. Yeah. But he was a 6-car crash in Dallas while racing another vehicle. He pleaded guilty to 2 felony charges.
Did he win the race though?
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't say who won the race.
Okay.
It says high speed, which that's a race kind of signals that. Yeah, I don't know. He was going 119 miles an hour. I'm like, thanks, Dick. Like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, that's bad. All right. Yeah, I only got 30 days, 5 years probation.
Well, he's back and ready to kick the shit out of the Raiders. So
yeah, free Rashee.
Yeah, I love it. It feels like a spot too where Mahomes feels a little bit like he's kind of wanting everyone to remember that he's still kind of this dude and not someone that just has to be a dink and dunk guy. And Rashee Rice is a massive yak dude too. So you can play over 5.5 receptions. I thought was, very much in play too, but I just love the yak ability. So even if he is limited a little bit, he can catch 4 balls and pop off for, 60 and change here. So no problem with that. So yep. Love it. 100 plus, almost 4 to 1, 125 plus, 8 and change. I think we see some stealing outcomes potentially here for sure. So, all right, Slot, back to you. What else you got?
I got a running back prop. I was just thinking we should be able to bet on how long these guys get suspended or like how long their jail sentence is going to be whenever they get out of in trouble like this. I'm going to definitely look at the prediction markets. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do that within the next year or two. So yeah, that's awesome. It just hit me that would have been a fun bet. But
my card's got big suspended play energy today. So
nice. That's good. That's good. Hey, these guys want it. You know what I mean? Hungry dogs. That whole thing. Let's go Bijan. I think you're not supposed to say it like that. Bijan, I think is how it's. But I'm not sure. I think it's Bijan and not Bijan. But we all know who I'm talking about. Look, guys, it's nice and all that they're putting his line at 75.5, but he's going way over that. Like that. I thought seriously, I did think that was the first half line. I was like, wait, like what am I looking at here? 75.5. It's actually up to 80.5 at profit. Yeah, across the board. We can go 100 plus because he's getting 100 rushing yards Sunday night. I think they play. Yeah, it's plus 201 at DraftKings. Is that the Sunday night game?
That's a Sunday nighter.
Yeah, so I'm taking it, dude. We got a Sunday morning, Sunday night. The Niners,
big week for us.
No Warner. That's a problem. We just saw Rashad White go for 65 yards last week. The week before that, or 2 weeks before that, Travis Etienne, $124 on him. Look, Alvin Kamara, the ghost of him, went 99 on him. They haven't seen a guy like Bijan. They give up 4.5 yards on outside zones. That's where Bijan just eats. Inside zone has been a problem for San Francisco. Bijan hasn't really taken advantage of that, but at the same time, I think we're good. He averages 8 yards a carry on dual blocks, which the 49ers don't really do so well against that. He's going to carry the ball 20 times, I think. And if he does that, he's going way over 100. That's their only way to win. And the Falcons stop the pass as well nicely. So I don't think the 49ers are really going to be able to run away from these dudes. I think that this game is going to be one of those like just back and forth type of, close enough. Nobody's killing anybody. And in that situation, it's all Bijan or Bijan.
I don't think there's a bad way to do Bijan.
I think we lost him.
I think we lost Noonan.
Kind of like
Patrick. He's back.
Oh, I'm like talking, and then all of a sudden I was spinning. So yeah, total yards I think is in play too.
You were spitting.
Total yards is I think a good look too. Also, shout out to you. Show keeps getting better. That's the goal. We're
thanks.
2 years in. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Yeah. I like that. I like that look, Slop. Bijan. He's gonna crush.
Last week, I'm telling you, just watch. I mean, I know it's the Bills; they don't stop but God, he looked good. Like he's a legitimate running back. I'm an anti-running back guy, kind of. Like I do believe that
you're not a big running back.
No, you could just get by with whoever. You know what I mean? A lot of times, like whenever they take somebody second or whatever. In the draft, you're just like, ooh, because remember back in the day where there would be like 4 or 5 running backs in the top 10, and you're just like not back then, like I wasn't thinking this, but as you learn more, you're just like, dude, you don't even need any of these guys. It's like you're a product of your offensive line, which you are in large part, but like guys like Barkley, that's a difference maker. I can see why you went, and Bijan is a difference maker.
Slop is a running backs no matter truth, right? Today.
Yeah, I don't. I have a hard time. Like if you give me 5 players to draft, I bet you money I'll probably take all like 4 positions before the running back. I don't need them.
Yeah, that's interesting. We got a comment. Oh, sorry. Go for it. You're popping up the same thing, I think.
Yeah, that's interesting. Jacoby and Bowers practicing for the Raiders. Brian's always manning the alerts. They're a big fantasy, Bleacher Nation fantasy news alert guy. So definitely grinding that news. And that's interesting. Michael Mayer is one of the things I was waiting for this week. That would have been a soft reception line if Bowers is out. So we'll have to see. Maybe that's part of why that's not up.
What do you think of this? What do you think of Tucker? Line's way too high. I'll give you that. But I don't like. What if the McDuffie guy follows Myers around?
I kind of think Myers' time in the Raiders is like done. So like I wouldn't be kind of surprised if they just like put him on ice, or maybe they showcase him though. That's always like the battle of like what do they do?
What are they gonna do with him? If he plays though, let's say we get a Myers playing and Bowers playing, Tucker like for something, I don't know, long reset something.
Yeah, he's not lined anywhere right now. It looks like there's nothing on Tucker. There's some Jacoby stuff. There's no Bauer stuff either because I don't think that was necessarily expected. So
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. I guess he's a maybe. I don't know what to do with them, but I wanted your thoughts. Like, is there anything? But if there's no line, then we probably can't even talk about it. It doesn't really matter.
Because sometimes you'll get one of the soft books that just, they post everything right away and, that's out there. And so you can get some sort of preliminary thoughts about what they're going to do and where it becomes more widely available. But that is currently not the case.
I almost hate when they do that because I get all excited about this line and then everybody else comes out with something way higher or something and that line's gone. So I thought I was getting it. I'm not even going to get anything close. So I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what the soft books have for him.
Yeah, Patrick's right. I mean, I think it was the Colts game in particular where there was like some really bad opening numbers on Jacoby Myers and like you ended up getting, 20 plus yards of CLV because Brock Bowers ended up being ruled out and Jacoby caught one ball for 4 yards. So you had this insane CLV and, he did nothing.
Right in the nuts, dude.
You know what? He just wants to go back home. He just wants to go back to New England.
Yeah.
He wants to be part of the Drake May experience.
Quarterback again. Remember that?
Yeah, I get it.
That was fun.
Right,
that was probably the craziest play I've ever seen in my life when he caught the ball, he threw it backwards to the
oh my gosh.
Remember that with Chandler Jones?
Yeah. Insane.
Why would you just take and throw like 30 yards behind? Like that was crazy. Like there was never a time when you would ever do that.
He deserved to be cut just for that, honestly.
In a game. Like, no, that was not to jump on the guy, because I've never played NFL football. I don't know if you guys know that. But Did
your parents get you a math tutor growing up or something?
Yeah, no, I had a tutor, so I was all set. I didn't even need to do all that. But yeah, no, dude, like just the idea that you took the ball and threw it like what I'm saying? Like he just flung it backwards. That was
the game was tied. Like they didn't have to do that.
Like whenever they say, well, one play is not going to lose you a game, that kind of play will. Like I don't know if I agree with that after seeing that play, because that play completely lost the game for a team.
Yeah, it was the absolute bonkers.
Yeah.
And then Mac Jones got trucked at the end.
I mean, just run over, dude.
Absolutely.
Like, God damn, what a bad play. Like nothing about that was good. That was completely Myers' fault. Like everything bad that happened there was literally tied to the idea of him throwing it 30 yards behind him.
Yeah. Insane play.
Yeah, so Jacoby, shout out. Nice work, bro.
Yeah. Let's trade value. I think I agree with Connor. Like, I think it very much can go one of two ways, right? It's like you showcase him, but at the same time, like I feel like the league probably knows who he is. He's not healthy. So you just either keep him in bubble wrap because you don't want anything to get hurt. You don't want to get hurt, and you have no trade value.
Yeah, I think I would consider an under at like 52, which is what it's sitting at right now at MGM Hard Rock.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think that's a tad high.
Well, does McDuffie follow him around?
So McDuffie wouldn't follow him around, but they have started to use McDuffie a little bit more in the slot. So in the slot routes, he'll get McDuffie quite often. So not a blind trail, but McDuffie's playing a little bit more. If they go 4 wide, you'll see McDuffie and Shamari Connor. They'll rotate three safeties. Okay. So yeah.
Like McDuffie, I'm scared of.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. All right. Next one for me. I started with my diatribe of getting off of bad quarterback play. It lasted for one play. I'm really trying to focus in on like not going on really bad quarterbacks this week.
Yeah,
but
dude, just the right scale, like not the bottom of the barrel, but it's like the one step up, not that shitty and higher.
Correct. The matchup's good. The player is good. The situation's good.
Totally.
And he's also recently suspended, which also fits my MO this week. Jordan Addison, over 41.5 receiving yards. It's a great matchup at home on the fast track against a Eagles defense that I think is kind of scuffling a little bit. Quinyon Mitchell is going to play top corner for the Eagles, dealing with a hammy. It's not 100%, but we can get a lot of attention for Quinyon Mitchell and this defense with Justin Jefferson, right? Which makes sense. The other side of the coin means you get a Dory Jackson, who has been a bottom 5 corner so far in the league. He's actually been like targeted the highest rate in the league. He's getting targeted once every 3.8 snaps, which is insane. Tough week for PFF grades. I think they're okay. I think something we can take a look at. Dory Jackson, 84th out of 89 in PFF coverage grade so far this season. Playing at least 100 snaps is pretty bad. So, look, he missed the first quarter. Last game out, was out with some rappers in London or whatnot. Fell a half yard short of this one technically, but went over a buck in his first game, which is also, against Pittsburgh, another Carson Wentz start. We got the Carson Wentz revenge narrative here. Been playing okay. Offensive line's getting healthy for Minnesota coming out of the bye too. So yeah, I think the spots, again, 3.5 receptions is a pretty nice number as well. But again, his big playability here, he can pop this with 3 balls. So I like the yards instead of receptions for Jordan Addison. You could probably play longest if that's your jam as well. Connor, any reaction to Addison over 41 at FanDuel, 42 widely available when I pushed submit a couple minutes ago.
I like it. I mean, I think this game is a lot of range of outcomes here. I think I've looked into maybe playing some Jordan Mason unders potentially. Mm-hmm. Like I've thought about playing some passing overs for the Vikings. Like I have very little faith in the Eagles right now, like just based on like the vibes and how everything's been going. So like it kind of throws some wrench into like Mason unders if he gets like 20 carries, which is possible, I think too, so but which also hurts some passing overs, but the matchup's good. I don't know. So I've been going back and forth on this game for a while now. But yeah, I think the Addison stuff makes a ton of sense. His Eagles secondary has not really been playing all that well in certain facets.
Yeah, he's going to get enough of his routes against Adoree Jackson. That's enough for me. And they banged up, or at least the hobbled, like hamstrings coming back quick for Quinyon Mitchell. That's not great. So yeah, I mean, I think if you wanted to go true alpha stuff, I think it's a really good spot for Justin Jefferson too. But give me the guy that's not that much below him for 41.5 versus 90 for J Jeff. So Slop, any thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, CD and Puka both torched him. So did Igbuka from Tampa. So I mean, they could be torched in the secondary. Is Jalen Carter playing?
Yeah. Well. But they're getting the offensive line's getting healthy too from Minnesota. They got 2 guys back from.
Well, no, that kind of takes away the run a little bit to what Connor was saying. So now it's kind of supplement the short pass instead. That things aren't going that way on the ground. You know what I mean? So yeah, 41. That's a very low number for him. That's like you go up to like 55, and I'm probably not interested. But like 40 is like, god damn.
Yeah.
Like yeah give it to me.
I agree. I totally agree. I saw 40.5 this morning. And it's climbing a little bit, and that makes sense. But I still thought anywhere to 45.5 or something like that was very, very, very much in play.
Are we about to build the convict parlay? Is that what's going on here?
Possibly.
I supplemented 2 legs for us. I feel pretty good about it.
I mean, who's the other guy we got in the parlay? Devante Adams. I mean, he might have done some crazy shit. Who knows?
Yeah, seems like a decent guy.
We all have.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I'm trying to think of no Michael Vick lines. No.
Any Henry Ruggs?
Oh man,
he out yet?
Tough.
That shit was crazy. The videos on that shit was nuts.
Bonkers.
There's video of it?
You didn't see it? Like there's
I think so.
There was like a video of him just like speeding through a light and then just like ramming into like another car or whatever, and like sitting on the side and like just like bursting of basically like lit on fire. It was crazy. It was nuts.
I don't remember seeing that. I probably did. I was probably hammered.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it was pretty messed up. But.
tough watch. You can say there's another human being in the car.
Yeah, there's a human being in the car.
Yeah, it's not great.
We can see there's a video right here of the aftermath, which not a lot of car left. The guys on the side killed the chick's dog, didn't it?
Yeah, there's a dog in there too.
The car was on fire. What an asshole, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We could add some Judkins stuff. That would be a good addition.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the Judkins stuff was going to be really interesting anyway, and then the weather reports came out, and those lines got cooked. Like anything passing related seemed to get steamed under, and then Judkins went from he was like low mid 80s rushing to now it's almost 100 yards. He added 3 carries in his line, which was like 17.5, and is now like 20.5 in some spots. So it still might be light. I don't know. That would be the case.
Well, So the only parlay that we've like come close on was one where we just like went one rung up, like from what we ever played. So that's how I've been building it out. It's like all
Okay.
one rung up. We're at Devante 100 plus, Rashee 80 plus, Jordan Addison 50 plus, Judkins 110 plus. It's like 38 to 1 right now. So
Okay.
we're not going to be, we're not going to make generational wealth, but it's a nice little pop here to the system. Did we have, what do we have? 3 so far to stop? Did you have another one or no? It was just one. Or
No, I had Bijan.
Oh,
Bijan,
Bijan.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right.
one of those guys.
Bijan. All right, one of them. I think there's also like there's got to be something in the Cowboys Commanders game. The problem is the Commanders are just like rolling out nobody at wideout right now. But the Dallas defense sucks, so I don't know what the vibe is there.
I think the
Are we
running
building
back.
on FanDuel?
I was looking on that running back, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be a day for him. Could be.
I think it's a good build day.
I mean, just because like Daniels actually, if Dallas starts scoring on Washington, Daniels is in a great spot. I think they play a ton of zone. Dallas, is that? Am I wrong?
They do.
Yeah.
They play pretty much the highest rate of zone.
So
Yeah,
weird.
that's pretty much where Daniels is a really effective passer.
So no alts on FanDuel right now for the game.
Yeah, they're scared. Yeah, dude, I was having a super hard time this morning finding, everything I need for the day just because there just wasn't a lot available.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, check this out. Daniel, 72.2% completion percentage versus zone, 47% versus man.
And yeah, I mean, they play like 90-something% zone. I think Eberflus said that they were going to mix some stuff up, but
Yeah, they always say that.
I don't believe him. I mean,
You know what I mean? Then they don't do anything.
They don't have the.
Well, we were gonna, but then we
Yeah.
didn't.
They do not have the dogs outside to play man coverage. I mean, they're already bad. They're so bad. If they were playing man coverage at even like a 30% clip, I mean, this would be comfortably the worst secondary in the league. Like, it's bad. It's bad. That'd be amazing.
what do we think about Justin Herbert alts though? That could be fun, like 275, something like that.
Do you know who it is, Connor? It's a big QJ week.
You think so? What about Trey
Yeah.
Harris? You don't think Trey Harris is going to get more run now?
He might get more run. What's the Trey Harris thoughts?
There's like okay, so there's a bunch of stuff. There's like they gave him the game ball last week. He was their quote highest graded receiver. This all came from their coach. It was like he was our highest graded receiver last week.
Okay.
He's blocking out there great. Like he was like super explosive. He like had this whole long rant. I think QJ probably comes in and plays a lot, but I think that either one of him or Keenan like gets docked like a little bit. Like I just don't know who or how, but I think Trey Harris is going to play more going forward.
Okay.
So, but I'm in on them passing a lot. I mean, Colts have just been allowing so much volume, and like Chargers can cook, and their Colts secondary sucks. So,
yeah. So Kenny Moore in the slot is back. So that would be kind of why if we start looking on the outside, and Shavarius Ward, who's actually really good, still stuck in concussion protocol. He got concussed running into his teammate at the start of last game. So he's going to be out.
Yeah, he's out.
So the perimeter corners are in trouble for this matchup. So yeah, if it's Herbert stuff, like I played longest on QJ 22.5.
Okay.
Even if he's limited, I think he's very much in play, but I think his numbers like 59.5, 60.5. Maybe you make a good point. I would think they would be the older Dusty or Keenan Allen versus QJ if he's 100%, but maybe this week it's a combination of both. So maybe it's just Herbert.
I remember like before the season, like Keenan Allen was the blocker to Trey Harris, from what I remember. And then like QJ was like blocking like Keandre Lambert Smith, I think, at that point. Like if I remember, again, just like kind of throwing that out there. But I think last week Trey Harris played a ton when like without him. So I don't know. I like coaches just do whatever they want. I mean, there's not like the wide receivers are tough. It's not like as easy as a direct. It's the Puka Tutu stuff all over again. Like, we don't know. We're just guessing.
Yeah.
I think people get confused because Tutu sounds like Puka. You know what I mean? They just think that it would just be a natural replacement.
Same syllables, right? So if they have the same syllables, then
that's why so many people drafted Ibuka because they were like, "That's the Rams guy, right?" And that's not the Rams guy.
Like, different Uka.
No, it's
Buka.
You get your Ukas confused.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I mean, last two games of QJ before he kind of hobbled in that week 5 game. I mean, 9 targets, 13 targets. Seems good.
What's his prop?
It's like 59.5, 60 or so. Let me see. At least it was an hour ago.
Yeah.
He's
interesting.
Oh, and Njoku's out?
Njoku is out, but there is going to be, Harold Fannon's only at 38.5, but there might be 25-mile-per-hour winds.
I think that would help Gabriel after watching him last week.
They might blow the ball towards the catchers.
To the receiver.
We got the Noodle Arm Bowl, Tua and Dylan, Gabriel.
I mean, just receptions on that Fanning guy would be the first thought for me.
Yeah, I bet A-Chain 4.5 receptions, like plus 110 or something like that, and I got steamed out.
You're gonna get 2 like bullshit receptions that are literal run plays, but they just threw it to him like these 2 feet away from him. Yeah. I would think that's probably the way, especially in like a win bowl like that.
Yeah, I'm just worried about neither team like passing. Like they might just like run the ball like 25 times each and call it a day.
Yeah. I always think that's going to happen, but I think if you want to get the ball to H-Chan, you have to throw it to him. I don't really think you can run on Cleveland like effectively. You know what I mean? And the Dolphins are definitely creative enough to figure out ways to throw it to him. Like they have exhausted every possible way you can throw the ball to your running back.
Yeah.
Like he'll
line them up in the slot.
Yeah, they'll line him up over on the sideline. Like it's crazy how they do it, but
would you want either of those guys, Fannin or A-Chain? It's like 5, 6 receptions.
I got one maybe for the that I think Slop would be on.
Okay.
We kind of touched on it. I feel like Slop was. I thought we were leading there. I actually bet it earlier today. It's not widely available. Let me see if it's out more places now before I actually toss it out because maybe we save it. Yeah, it's still not really widely available. It's not even on FanDuel. So I'm gonna sit on it.
On FanDuel. Okay.
Yeah.
We're at 6 legs right now. $10 to win 2,500. So not in a bad spot. Adams, Rashee Rice, Addison, Judkins, Bijan, and Herbert.
I mean, those are good.
That's nothing unreasonable. All in the plus 150 range. I'm gonna bet more on it than $10. I'll do 15 now. 17 to win 4,200. It sounds better.
George Kittle 5 receptions. Kendrick Bourne 5 receptions. Any interest in those two? Both plus money at 5. They're both lined at 4.5 plus money.
I might feel dumb for saying this, but I'm kind of scared of Atlanta's like pass defense. Like I don't know what's happening. Like he just can't throw the ball. It's like how, but they just. And I've watched them. Like they're not even really like that good. It's just teams don't produce. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we got to address
Kittle probably.
We got to address Jeff here. We have it's dying for us to put Pop Douglas 50 plus in here. Pop Douglas ran 13 routes last week.
Great.
His average depth of target before last week 2.5, 4.4, 5, 4.4. Again, easy to jump your ADOT when you have very few targets, which he did have a good bunch of targets last week. One called back, another long play, which I'm sure Jeff watched the highlights and that's what he's talking about here. But a little bit of a stretch for a guy who has not topped 50% route rate since week 1. So
he said Diggs is hurt.
Diggs popped up on the injury report. Which is weird.
He was a full participant today.
So
full participant in practice today. Otherwise, it'd be good. All right, last one I'll throw in the ring here. Woody Marks, 25 plus receiving yards.
No.
No? You don't like Woody?
I'm done with Woody.
What?
I'm done with him. I had him last week. Done with him.
That's sad to hear. He was
on
the
week before last. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Me too. I had him the week before too. I tried to talk Connor into the play too. And
I dropped 2 units on that kid. I put my trust in him. I put my faith in him. He's going to have to work his way back in. He's going to work his way back into the circle of trust. Takes a little time. You can get back in. It's not easy. Like he's like I don't know. Like I don't want to take an under yet on him. I don't want to do that to Woody. But I'm at the point where I'm going to need to get my 2 units back. And if I got to take an under on him, I'm taking the first one I can find. They let Chubb run, dude.
Yeah, they like
I
Chubb.
already took a Chubb under for this week. I took it on like
They've been letting him play. Like he's been saying all that shit about, oh, he's getting older. Like all the coach speak about how he's getting older. They're taking out the pasture and shooting him, all that stuff. And then they give him 20 carries. And you're like, dude, I hate that. It's like, bro, you keep saying how this guy's, towards the end, he's not what he used to be, but they don't say it like that. They say other, like, I don't know. They say it another way. So that leads you to believe Woody is coming. Woody ain't coming, dude. It's watch. It's going to be Nick Chubb for the rest of the year. Watch. And it makes me sick, just by the way.
Yeah. We'll do an on-show bet here. I would bet that Woody Marks outrushes or outperforms Chubb.
Outperforms or out carries him. Because he ain't gonna out carry him.
I'll go out carries this week.
Still getting his, dude.
Let's do it. Out carries this week. I'll do
no way.
Marks.
No way.
More carries.
Unless Chubb just gets hurt. That's the only way. They're lying to us, bro. They're making you caught the Woody Marks sickness.
Well, I've had the sickness, brother. I got 150 to 1 Woody Marks Rookie of the Year ticket from pre-flop.
Okay, so that's where this is coming. But I mean, I'm sorry, but man, you take that ticket out back and go ahead. Like you just don't watch that anymore. It's like because you were probably right. I'm not saying the guy can't play. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is they think that Chubb can still do it, and they're still letting him try. When I thought that was going to be done a while ago. But they still last game. Look at do we have numbers? I don't have them right in front of me.
He outcarried him a ton, but they said after the game, they're like, it's all game specific. So if they're winning, they're obviously going to jam. They're going to have he's their soul to the game away back.
They're lying to you, Connor. They're lying to all of us.
I've been got by the deep state.
Yet they know you have a ticket that says Rookie of the Year, and they're stringing you along, dude. They're just stringing you along. Look, I've been thinking this happened to me a million times in my life. All right, trust me. I know when I'm getting strung along, and these people are just, my God, it's sick. It's sad.
Oh man, Mike Evans didn't practice again today.
Dude, they won 44-10.
It wasn't even that close. Actually,
what about that? Was it? Damian Pierce got some run at the end of that game, but Chubb carried the ball 11 times. Took a 27-yarder at one point, so then they're gonna they're just gonna keep letting him run. Chubb probably would have had like 20 carries that day if they wouldn't have beat the Ravens like that.
Probably.
They're gonna do. Dude, I'm telling you. I hate to. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to break it to you, but
we will circle back next week. I think we can have like a handshake, prop drop bet here.
The line just the week before that he out carried him. Woody did. By 4, they shut out the other team. So the second they're in a game that it's kind of close, watch. It's going to be Chubb, and then Woody's going to get some. I'm not saying he's not going to get any, but he ain't going to get what he should be getting.
Oh man,
I don't like it. Yeah. It's sad. It's a sad situation.
Slop, we gotta wrap this up. So
that's my bad, guys. I told someone I was available for a 4:00 call. And it didn't hit me that we never end at 4.
We're over. Dude. We start late and go late.
Yeah, we were not close, which is fine with me. But like I said, I didn't realize it until this morning. I was like, oh,
yeah, we'll get Slop out of here. We hit the golden uncorrelated last week. Let's go back to the well under 3.5, 60 plus. It'll be the last thing we leave you with plus 9.25. Or so on FanDuel. Go hit that again. I think we're gonna have more golden uncorrelated while they continue to hang 3.5 receptions line, playing 2-2 there as well. I agree. Some of the stuff in the chat, flop lag on Jahmyr Gibbs receiving yards. That's also a great Cortland Sutton week, I think, as well. This bounce back spot compared to what happened last week against the Jets. So, all right, appreciate everyone hanging out with us. Slop Rules on Twitter. You can find him on the YouTube streets as well. Let's get into his meeting. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us. We'll be back again to do it next week. Again, come back on Monday for our game thoughts and previews. For Connor and Slop, I'm Ryan. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks, everybody.